Hey guys, Peter here to do the top 5 albums of January according to me. These are my favorite 5 releases of the month. I'm going to go through them chronological order by the date of release to keep things simple. And I want to start off with the first album that I listened to in 2021, and that is Frozen Soul, Crypt of Ice, out January 8th on Century Media. These guys are from Texas, they're a death metal band, and this is their debut album. And what a debut album it is. Strong, front to back, very cohesive, very tight, musically and vocally, no weak spots. There's not a single song on this record that you could say that you could remove it in order to make the album better. No, this is a strong record with every single song pushing and driving you in the same direction with a very unique soundscape as far as where the band is from. First time I listened to these guys, I thought they were from Europe. I was surprised to find out they're actually from Texas. Very European style to their death metal. Next on my list comes Bloody Hammers with Songs of Unspeakable Terror, released on January 15th by Napalm Records. This was the band's 6th album. They're a gothic doom band, and on this record they went a little bit outside the box because this album has more of a punk feel, has more of a punk sound pushing it forward. It's the band's shortest record as far as length is concerned, and a lot of that is driven by that punk sound. It makes the songs be shorter, more impactful, more dynamic, but this is a great album regardless. You're still going to get a lot of goth and doom feel, and more of it comes from the vocal delivery and from the lyrical content, the way the songs are constructed, the way the songs are musically delivered. That's where the punk aroma comes in. So you're still going to get a little bit of that old school Bloody Hammers in there, and this is a magnificent album. It has hit after hit after hit after hit. I just love this record. I love how the vocals sound, and once again, I like the shortness of it. It comes in quick, it hits you hard, and then it leaves. And you get that from the individual songs and then obviously from the overall record. Next on my list is Asphyx with Necroceros. This album was released on January 22nd on Century Media. Strikes, small-scale raids, direct reaction, the band's 10th album, and they're a death doom metal band. This is an incredible record. There are a few things that I would like to see different on this album as far as the soundscape is concerned, but even those small changes that I would like to have seen on this record are not enough to really hurt the overall playability and the strength that this album holds. This album is demolishing. The moment you press play when you start listening to the moment it stops, you just feel like it's in your face. It's brutality. It exposes all the brutality that it has, all the heaviness that it has, holds you by your neck, keeps you close and tight, and it doesn't let go until the last song plays out. Next on the list comes Nervosa with Perpetual Chaos, released on January 22nd on Napalm Records. This is the band's 4th album, and they're a thrash metal band. I was going to say from Brazil, but now currently there's only one member that's from Brazil. They revamped the whole lineup. They brought new members in, created a brand new Nervosa, if you will. It has a facelift, and this record is their best release to date. This new lineup is glorious. It became better, it became tighter. The song construction, the whole overall record, the way it comes across feels a lot more unified. Everybody's pushing in the same direction. And the result of that is a record like this, a record that has no flaws, that has a lot of strength, that has that old school Brazilian thrash metal influence into it, but also some death metal elements that give the album a different flavor, a different feel, a different texture. I love this record. Incredible album. This lineup is outstanding, and like I said, the band's best record is Perpetual Chaos, at least to date. Last but not least, I want to go with Tribulation, Where the Gloom Becomes Sound, released on January 29th. Phantom. This is an incredible record. And by the way, this album was released in North America by Metal Blade Records and in Europe by Century Media. This is the band's 5th album. They're a gothic doom metal band, but I'm sure everybody knows who Tribulation is. This album has the unique characteristic of having the title that best describes the band, the sound, and then obviously the record itself, where the gloom becomes sound. That's really the definition of what Tribulation is all about. And they were able to do that on this album. They brought that to the forefront. They created a record that really transforms gloom into sound and sound into gloom. And you're always traveling between these two worlds as you progress through this record. This is a magnificent album, an album that you would lose yourself in it and really lose track of time. You lose track of where you started, where you are, and where you're going. It's all about the experience. This album is all about what it has to offer. The atmosphere, the sound, and the merger of those two worlds. This is it. These are my favorite 5 albums of January. Let me know what your favorite 5 releases are in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing that. Maybe there are a few that I missed. Maybe I can discover a few albums that I perhaps didn't pay attention to throughout the month. So let me know what your thoughts are on my 5, on your 5. Use the comment section. I'll be reading those and getting back to you. Take care, guys.